What is going on YouTube? It's King Rigid or Jazz, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys a video about, it's not really about Toxic Eep and this Prodigy kid, you know, but I just thought it was funny because when I go into Cyrodiil, like I show people respect, even if I don't really like you, like I don't really like Toxic Eep, he already knows that, like I know that he doesn't really like me all that much. But I just went in here, I asked these guys for some easy, some easy 1v1s, just to see like, how they're performing out here. I had no idea that these guys were gonna attack me, so when they both jumped me like that, I honestly I had no idea like what was even going on. Um, and I didn't, I didn't act, upon it, I guess you could say, because I was just kind of like roll dodging. Like I didn't think that they were actually gonna like keep attacking me. That's why I was just stood there holding block. You know what I mean? But I guess he made his name Toxic Eat for a reason. But because he had to like do that, like I gotta, I'm not just gonna let him do that. You know what I'm saying? So I have to come back. So I came back to the keep. I forget what keep this is. I think it's like BRK or something like that was the keep that we were chilling at. And yeah, like if I show you respect or whatever out here in Cyrodiil, like none of this stuff would have occurred. I feel like these guys would have just been able to run around and do their own thing or whatever, but since they had to get me with the 2v1, bro, that I'm gonna have to just keep messing with them now for like the rest of the time that they play today, because that's just the type of person that I am. And they don't want no smoke, because I stop these guys from doing a lot of shit. I stop a lot of people from doing a lot of shit, and they fuck with me. So, anywho, I'm just gonna give you guys a little bit of a story here about Toxic Eep and I. So like I don't really know him like that well. I know like a lot of people don't like him like as a person. Um, Probably I would assume it's because he's toxic or whatever. But we've had our ups and our downs. Like I said, like I don't really know him. I know that he likes to like try to zerg me down a lot. The last time he tried to zerg me down, I actually caught him on video. Well, I guess I didn't catch him on video because I had the PlayStation 5, or I didn't have, but I had. Wait, I have. So, yeah, you want to know what? Just forget that. Anyway, I was new to the PlayStation 5 is what I'm trying to say. Right, so I didn't really know how to record it, so I recorded it, and like I thought that I had recorded him getting X'd the first time that he tried to zerg me, but it didn't record because I didn't really know what I was doing. But yeah, it's stuff like that, you know what I mean? And since that day, he kind of quit like trying to, be a beast. I'm just not, I'm just the wrong person for you to just come out in a Sarah unless you got like a solid group, you know what I mean? Then you might as well just look the other way. You know what I mean? Because if you fuck with better players, they're gonna fuck with you back. You know what I mean? And that's just not the attention that you want, if I'm being honest. Like, especially when you're out here, like, trying to, like, pull off, like, your exes or whatever. The last thing that you want is a better player on your ass. You know what I'm saying? And it will happen all the time. And a lot of these better players out here are running around in ball groups. And because I solely... basically, I'm always by myself, right? So... for like Vex or whatever, what is his name, Vanix or whatever, like he just happened to be there, you know what I'm saying? Like look at that, look at that damage Toxic he just took, you know what I mean? We're coming in here shutting him down, you know what I'm saying? So but anyway, like I was saying, so it's just a chance that that person's there, right? Because I'm always by myself, and like I said, like I would have done it by myself, you know what I mean? So it's not that big of a deal, but I'm gonna have to like obviously come back and make sure that they're not gonna just chill over here after the shady shit that they just pulled over there, you know what I mean? So I'm not gonna let them come over here and try to get no axes, or even attempt to get any X's. I mean, if you're watching the gameplay, like literally legitimately all they do is run, right? They run, like earlier before in the video, like they're fucking both standing hiding behind a fucking tree, like just that type of shit. Like they're literally standing behind a fucking tree, you know what I mean? And I think this right here is when Toxic Geek came back for what I mean, how many times did these guys come back, bro? Like they came back like 3 different times, bro, and it's literally just me and one other person over here. And I don't know what's going on with that EP Stamsork, but that EP Stamsork is just on my ass. Like he's over there right now. You watch him, he'll just come over. Well, you already no, it was you already seen it, bro. Like he I don't know what his deal was, bro, but he might be like Toxic Geek's buddy or whatever. But you know what I'm saying? And these aren't the first like people that obviously have done that. Like, see me now, if I were to see a better player out in Cyrodiil, right, I would never tell my buddy unless I didn't like him, obviously. And I knew that I could beat that person in a 1v1 too. Because if you're running around here zerging people who you can't beat in 1v1s, you're just making it harder on yourself. You know what I mean? Because all of that could have been avoided in the first place. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like a little thing, you know, a little rule that you know, people live by, you know, out here in Cyrodiil. Not saying that, like, I'm kind of talking about it like it's like real life shit, but I mean, you're playing the game in real life, you know what I mean? So, you know, it just makes it, like I said before, it makes your job easier to not fuck with better players, because as soon as they see you, they're gonna fuck with you back. You know what I mean? That's why, you know, that's why I don't sit around zerging nobody down. You know what I mean? Because you don't. Some of these guys, like a lot of these guys, got like their names changed, right? And I know a lot of people who have changed their names, who are better players, and then they see the type of people that a lot of these people are, like, that claim that they're not. But like, it's whatever. If you want a 20v1 person, like if you want a 20v1 somebody and you want to chase them around a map and like zerg them down, if that's your playstyle, it doesn't really matter how good of a person you are. You could be like, you could be a super good player or you could be a super shitty player. It doesn't really matter. If that's your playstyle and that's what you like to do with your game, then that's 100% fine. You know what I mean? Because nobody else bought the game. Like, you bought your own game, right? So you're obviously going to play the game how you want to be able to play the game. But I'm talking about if you want your gaming experience, your PvP experience in Cyrodiil to be easier, then that's probably not what you want to do. You know what I mean? If you want it to be easier, if you want to be able to come out here solo and then just not get zerged down by every decent ball group that comes across you, you know what I mean? But anyway, I just wanted to get that off of my chest. GG's to this net guy. Like 100+ people fucking popped in on this 1v1. They all died relatively quickly. I don't know if you guys just seen that little cheesy X that I just got off on those 2 stand blades. Nick is probably one of the better stand blades that I've fought. Like this fight actually took a long time, especially with people jumping in. Like, I think he disappeared just then because other people were coming in. But anyway, GG's to you, bro. Pretty good player. Do I have anything else to say? This is a little bit of a bonus clip. I just wanted to... Did you guys... I guess you probably didn't see it, but if you rewind it and you go back and you see, like, my critical thinking at that moment when I was getting hit by that night blade, I jumped off my mount. I didn't realize how far you could actually jump off your mounts. You know what I mean, dude? That was crazy, bro. I literally just flew, like, half a football field. But anyway, you guys have a good rest of your day. Thank you for watching my video, and hopefully you learned something. You know, hopefully some of you guys are smart enough to know this, but you know, hopefully some of you learned something. Anyway, have a good day.